You beat the odds a very long time ago. You've gotten your flowers so many times and so much fucking recognition. It's okay to let this mindset about the other shoe dropping and instability happening. I'm speaking to a collective who had very long term periods of poverty and instability. You could have experienced homelessness, you could have experienced the criminal justice system, you could have grown up in poverty, okay? And literally had to build everything brick by fucking brick by yourself. And you survived. You came out of that. A lot of people don't have overcome their hardships. Not everybody is a survivor, and you are one of the few. Now you're struggling to sit in that safety and feel the safety in your body and in your environment because you're new to it. You don't know what that's like. It's okay to treat yourself, okay? The things you always wanted to give yourself as a child, the things that adults were supposed to provide you with as a child, you can give yourself that. You don't have to keep moving the ceiling, okay? Every time you hit it, you keep raising the fucking bar. Perfectionism is not real. You are not in survival mode anymore like you used to be. Every time a hardship comes up and a challenge comes up, it is triggering your survival instincts, your survival mode. You have to treat yourself. It is imperative to treat yourself. Okay? You can't take the money with you. You can't take the resources with you. You can't take the assets with you. Your family is going to be good. They're going to be more than good. They're going to be great because they come from you and the kind of person you are. And it doesn't matter if you're able to leave them something behind or not. Okay, they have your genes, your genetic makeup is running through their fucking blood. And you're the type of person who beats the fucking odds. Buy the thing. Okay, sign the lease. Start the business. Okay, it could literally be little simple shit too. Like, you deserve to feel comfortable and safe. You know, that is going to regulate your nervous system. Your nervous system cannot ever be regulated in a space where you don't feel safe in. You can create your safety. You are probably safe right fucking now. Now you have to cultivate that within. And if you feel like you are susceptible to losing the stability and the sturdy foundations you created for yourself, that means you have to work on your maintenance skills. Okay, think about what things you can do for your own self that'll allow you to maintain the life you've built and the life you're trying to build. And it honestly, you would benefit from a professional support system. Drop the fucking stigma, drop the pride, the ego. You can have a therapist, you can have a life coach, you can have a mentor, a psychiatrist, a wellness coach, an Ayurvedic practitioner, something. You need a professional support system. You have the funds for it. You have the insurance or whatever the fuck it is. And if you don't, then I'm dead ass not even talking to you. These are the people who are most likely the first in their family to do certain things, you know. Pioneers of change and liberation within their bloodlines. You are accomplishing and doing never before seen shit in your family. A lot of you could have had unhealthy relationships with men romantically and also growing up. You don't know what healthy masculine energy looks like. You don't know what that looks like embodied. So now you could be over identifying with your ability to provide, with your ability to maintain stability, you know, obsessive over currency and finances and your professional life and your career. You are over identifying with who you are professionally. And it's interesting because you learned from the people around you and you saw that and you were like, I want to be the fucking opposite. And now there's like no balance. Now you're doing too much and you need to give yourself some ease, some grace. You've already not become them. You already did that when you chose to not become them. Money cannot heal your wounds, fix your inner world, maintain you internally, satisfy you emotionally. But what it can do is get you the tools and resources to do that. And you cannot be resistant to this, okay? You are so familiar and used to the way things have been and a certain way of being. You gotta give this shit up. You gotta give this shit up so you can build better systems for your life. You need to organize better systems to create better maintenance so you can actually tend to yourself. And this is making me feel emotional because I know this collective is suppressed. We're deeply suppressed. You lose yourself in being overproductive. I am guilty of doing that at one point in time. You use productivity to escape your emotions and, your inner world and the thoughts that come up, that arise. Like, you actually feel very weak, but you don't allow yourself to express that or show that. You can have a moment of weakness. It's okay. You don't have to be overly resilient and overly strong. Rest is resistance. Fuck trying to show up as who you think the world expects you to be. You don't owe it nothing. And some of y'all really could be using your success to feel like in a vengeful kind of way, to feel like you big and bad, to feel like you better than somebody. Granted, you are. I will never tell somebody humble themselves. Do your big one, especially if you put in the work for it. But that the inner child, it's crying out for you. It needs some care, some love, some tenderness, some acknowledgement. On the inside, you still can't help but to feel lost and scared and fearful. And that's why you don't get into your inner world. You feel like that's messy. That's like opening a can of worms. You really feel lost, fearful, and scared. And you need to fucking work through that. And you have the tools to do so. Someone also could have triggered this realization in you recently, but you haven't spoke out loud about it. Someone triggered the fuck out of you or is about to trigger the fuck out of you, and you got defensive as fuck because there was some truth in that. The truth do hurt sometimes, but that's okay. Everything is a learning experience, an opportunity to learn, an opportunity for a lesson, to turn a weakness into a strength. I was about to say turn a strength into a weakness. But yeah, ultimately your strengths are becoming weaknesses. It's okay for your perspective to shift. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to be wrong. As long as at the end of that, you learn and you're able to be accountable. And whoever is around you that pushes that grind culture, that you gotta be up at 5 a.m. and give in to the capitalism and consumerism, that's not your people. You need to get from around these people. They're enablers, okay? There are actually people around you who literally only fuck with you because of the success you've built for yourself. You need to up your fucking discernment. You're around some fucking users, some people who really don't fuck with you. And this is how you're gonna be able to tell, right? When you embark on this journey about getting back to yourself and tending to yourself and taking a break and not obsessing over grind culture and stability, whoever feels a way about that is exactly who needs to be removed. They're fucking NPCs. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Yeah. Link in bio to book for a personal. Thanks for listening.